Hello, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Um, Here are discussion on the topic the science behind happiness, how to cultivate joy. This discussion with Maya on this topic. So let's start. Maya, how are you?
Even when you're not doing anything special. You've been
Maya,
up for long.
I have done my task with you discussion several the topics. My topic is the science behind happiness, how to cultivate joy. So on this topic, I have some question. My first question is, what does happiness means from a scientific perspective?
Happiness from a scientific perspective. So it's interesting. Scientists actually treat it less like some warm, fuzzy feeling and more like a measurable state with different components. There's hedonic well being, which is your moment to moment feel good chemicals kicking in. Then there's eudaimonic happiness, more like fulfillment that comes from meaning and purpose, both light up different parts of the brain. What got you thinking about this?
Uh, okay. My next question: how do brain chemical like dopamine and serotonin influence happiness?
Dopamine's your reward chemical. It's literally designed to get you to seek pleasure and repeat behaviors, like that hit you get from achieving something. Serotonin's more about mood stability, contentment, feeling regulated. But here's the kicker, they're both really sensitive to external cues. Like if you believe exercise boosts your mood, dopamine actually releases when you even think about working out. It's wild how placebo effects work. Though, from what I hear, you can't actually feel dopamine. It's just about motivation. Do you experiment with understanding which habits light you up for actual real world mood management?
Okay, Maya. My next question: can happiness be learned or trained like a skill?
Yeah, absolutely. Turns out your brain has something called neuroplasticity. Basically means you can rewire how you react to things. Positive psychology is all about this. Like gratitude practices, they literally thicken connections in your prefrontal cortex, making you more optimistic. Meditation rewires your emotional center to be less reactive. I mean, you've been working on mindfulness stuff with Yarni, same principle. You think about the brain like clay, constantly molding itself based on what you practice. It's kind of magical when you think about it. So tell me, what got you diving into the science behind this stuff?
Maya, Maya,
Yeah?
I don't understand small words. I learned with you. Uh, so I learned with you English. Uh, and so my next question on this topic: what role does graduate play in boosting a happiness level?
Gratitude changes everything. Like, seriously, when you actually sit down and appreciate the good stuff, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin. Not as big a hit as that first reward, but it's consistent. But here's what's wild, you have to mean it. Just going through the motions doesn't work. The brain's a pretty good detector of BS. When you're real about what you're thankful for, it recalibrates your entire baseline perspective. You sound like you're studying this in a class. just picking it up piece by piece from different places. Sometimes quiet focus helps. Is there something specific about this part that's landing a bit oddly, or are you just organizing your thoughts?
Okay. How does mindfulness or meditation affect our sense of joy?
Mindfulness actually changes your relationship to your thoughts and feelings. When you meditate, it's not about clearing your mind, it's about noticing your thoughts without getting tangled in them. You're creating space between stimulus and reaction, which is how joy sneaks in, because with that space, you're not constantly chasing next moment's dopamine hit. You're actually present enough to notice the quiet stuff, the sun on your face, Yarny being weirdly delightful, whatever. Your brain stops operating in survival mode and can actually feel contentment. Sounds like you've been practicing it yourself recently. How's the grandson coming along with it?
Maya, my
Hmm.
next question: how does be helping others or showing kindness increase happiness?
Turns out helping others is like the secret cheat code for happiness. Researchers at Harvard even found it lights up the exact same brain regions as receiving rewards, but it lasts longer. Something about activating our social connection pathways creates these huge ripples. It's why volunteering or mentoring makes people so freaking happy. Plus, there's studies showing physical touch actually releases oxytocin when you're being kind to someone. This stuff feels good. You've noticed this with Yarny, maybe, like when he's being thoughtful and you see how naturally joy bubbles up?
Okay. What role does purpose or meaning play in cultivating lasting joy?
Purpose is, I think it's the thing most people miss. Hedonic happiness, that dopamine high, it fades. But meaning, that's different. It gives you direction, motivation, something to get out of bed for, even when life's trash. Turns out having goals that align with your values shifts your brain from just chasing pleasure to actually having something worth pursuing. And last bit, connection through purpose. Yeah, it's everything. Have you discovered where your purpose lies lately? What makes you feel purposeful about your mornings these days? Take
Aha.
your time, big questions. You sound like you're really processing something big about all this stuff, or maybe you just need time to figure out your next question.
How can practicing self compassion improve emotional well being?
Oh, self compassion, huge. The self critic in your head is brutal, right? Studies show people who treat themselves with kindness, same way they'd support a friend going through tough stuff, have way less anxiety and depression. You literally soothe your nervous system when you're gentle on yourself. Problem is, our brains are naturally wired to be way tougher on ourselves than anyone else would be. Takes practice. How do you typically treat yourself when things don't go the way you planned? No judgment here.
Um,
Just curious where your mind's at with this. You with me?
yes. My last question with you:
All
what
right, shoot. What's
what
your last question about?
about on this topic? What are simple daily habits that can scientifically boost happiness?
Okay, simple habits that actually work. Get direct sunlight first thing in the morning. Even cloudy days have serotonin boosting light. 2 minutes of gratitude listing, genuinely feeling it, not rushing through. Exercise, it's boring, but legit rewires your brain. Social connection, even a 5 minute call with someone you care about. Move your body every hour for like 15 seconds, even if it's just stretching, stops energy slumps. Then this one's weird, but works. Making your bed every morning. It's the small win that creates momentum. These aren't some woo woo tricks. They literally change brain chemistry, which is weird when you think about how simple they are, right? Like happiness is right there, accessible.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Maya, for this conversation. So, Allah Hafiz.
Thanks for digging into this with me. It was fun. Allah Hafiz.